everybody. There are your officials tonight. Greg Medill, Ron Finn, and Don Koharski are the linesmen. For Vancouver tonight, Cesar Maniego goals against 3.85, but he has been known to come up big in games here in Toronto. Mike Palmateer in goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs, average 2.44. The referee, Greg Medill, at center ice. Don Lever with Jerry O'Flaherty and Dennis Verbegaard starting for Vancouver up front, and for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Darryl Sittler, Williams, and McDonald. And the game underway and then called again. They'll have to do it. Someone out of position before a second came off the clock, so they'll do it again. And here we go. This time we're underway. This is Grisdale for Snaps. Up through the middle, it flies over the boards, and then back down again. It was knocked down by a player right in front of the bench. So play goes right on in the lead. Sittler coming to center. Sittler is stopped, bats at it, missed it. Williams is on it. He went in ahead of it. They hold it there at the line, and Snaps takes over for Grisdale. A pass through the middle. This is Lever shooting it in for Vancouver. Palmateer back of the net, and Salming has it. Here's Salming's pass for Sittler. He can't quite control it. And again, Snaps broke it up. Now Lever, number 9 for Vancouver, shoots it by Glennie in behind the lead goal. Salming coming out slowly. He's across his own line at center ice as Boreas Salming shooting it in. The first shot on the net is stopped by Maniego easily. McDonald went after Snaps behind the goal. Here's the chance for the Leafs. A quick shot by Salming is stopped on the short side, and the Canucks shoot it down the ice. Palmateer has to stop it. This is Turnbull. A pass ahead for Williams, number 22, coming out with Sittler at center. Sittler, a high one, grabbed by Maniego. He'll shoot it away on the right side for Graves. And Graves comes down to center ice, tries a long shot. He put that long one right on. A good hard shot for Palmateer, and he made the save easily. Up along the boards, Ellis has to come back. Now being helped by Johansson. He backhands it for Thompson. He was stopped with a check from Hilliard Graves. They try to hold it on the boards, and they do, and the play is called. The line, it stopped, and Graves played it back in. Stewart couldn't hang on to the pass for Vancouver. Thompson in his own zone left it for Turnbull at center. Here's Turnbull, number 2, up over the line. Turnbull took a nice shot. And then the rebound, and Maniego covering up his goal. Maniego could not find it, and it was rubbed in by Bruce Boudreau. 1-0 Toronto.
Leafs had 2 or 3 cracks of that one. And Vancouver continues to run into grief on this road trip. There's the first save by Maniego. He goes down, but the puck comes loose, and Boudreau is right there. Pokes it into the open corner. Leafs lead it 1-0.
Toronto goal scored by number 19, Bruce Boudreau. Assist number 2, Ian Turnbull. Time 2:13.
2:13. The time of the goal. Boudreau getting a rebound and putting it behind Maniego. 1-0 Toronto Maple Leafs. Snaps, shoots one in off the corner. Palmateer covered up, and then Glennie back of the net. He was stopped very quickly by Martin. It comes loose in the circle, back up the line. Good enough. Took a shot. It was blocked. He took his man out, though. Boutet couldn't move. Now here's Blake through center ice. Blake going in, dropping it. Gillis took the shot, and it was cleared. Palmateer stopped it, then cleared by Glennie. Back for the Leafs. And Ferguson across center. He takes a long shot. An easy save for Maniego. At the 3-minute mark now, Maniego covering up in the crease. 1-0 Toronto. At the 3-minute mark of the first period, Toronto 1, Vancouver 0, and the face-off deep in the Vancouver zone. At the line, Glennie could not keep it in. About 6 inches outside the blue line when he trapped it.
Well, Bob, Roger Nielsen told us before the game he has to worry about a team like Vancouver. No matter how badly they're going, it seems he always meets a team coming off a bad game or two, and they play so well against his club. Puck went right into the stands there.
Borje Salming, number 21, the outstanding defenseman with the Toronto Maple Leafs. One of the top defensemen in the entire National Hockey League. Rick Blake boots it back in his own zone as he was tied up. It comes right in front of the net. Butler in the corner gets it back to Ferguson. He took the shot. Maniego covered up on the short side. Ferguson again for Butler, looking around. Out it comes, and Vancouver's Blake coming out to center ice. Gillis with him. Gillis trying to knock it in front to Blake. Here's Gillis again. Took the shot. He hit the side of the net with it. Snaps from the blue line. Difficult angle. Doesn't shoot it. At the rim of the circle, it was tipped near the crease and just wide. Good enough. Rolled it back in front. Vancouver with some pressure on now. Here's Pitt Martin trying to push it in front. And covering up is Salming. Salming pokes at it. Ferguson along the boards. Couldn't move it out. Martin keeping it in. Now it's tipped out over the line and back in. A sharp call by Ron Finn, the linesman. Vancouver offside.
And the Canucks giving Mike Palmateer some difficulty there. Roger Nielsen also telling us before the game, along with Jim Robson of the Vancouver Canucks, that Palmateer has been a big man for his hockey club this year. It's probably the big reason they're up as high as they are in the standings.
Toronto 1, Vancouver nothing. 3:55 gone in this first period. And Williams passed it back for Turnbull. Mike Pellick for Turnbull again. Long pass by Turnbull is too far, and it's cleared by O'Flaherty to center ice. McDonald wrapped at it, didn't get it across the line. And now back for Lever. He bounces one in. Palmateer out of the net. They score! Palmateer gamble coming out, and it was backhanded by Ververgaard, I think, and hit the post and went in. It's time.
I think Ververgaard's going to get credit for this one, as that bouncing puck got away from Palmateer. There's number 10, Ververgaard, a backhand shot off the stick of Turnbull, I believe, at the same instant, but no matter, it got in behind Palmateer as he tried to scramble back and fell on his backside going after that one.
Assist number 9, Don Lever. Time 4:18.
4:18.
Dennis Ververgaard from Don
the
Lever.
time of the goal.
Time 4:18.
So both goaltenders have trouble with pucks right off their doorstep. First Maniego, and now from this angle we look again as Ververgaard ties it up at 4:18 from Lever.
Well, Palmateer elected to come out, but the Canucks were right in forechecking, and Ververgaard got the loose puck and flipped it in over the goaltender off the goalpost. Here's Ververgaard moving it out ahead to Lever at center ice. He's in with O'Flaherty. Back for O'Flaherty. He didn't see the pass, and he was hammered along the boards. He just lobbed it across in front of the net, and it was cleared to the line. At center ice, here's Sidney going in. His hard shot is stopped by Maniego. The Canucks shoot it to the line and get it out. A pass ahead to O'Flaherty. That's off. They're nearing the 6-minute mark of the first period. And it's time. 1-1. Here's Williams jamming from the side of the net. He made a good move, but Maniego had him labeled all the way and went down quickly.
Got a little help from Dennis Kearns. Maniego will be 39 years old Friday the 13th of this month. Hope he's not superstitious. Tiger comes from the corner. Maniego tried to swat at that with his stick. Might have been a mistake there as he missed it. Puck ended up underneath him.
Ververgaard out of position as the puck was dropped in. So they'll have this face-off to the right of Maniego once more. Williams standing to the side of the net as Turnbull let it go. Here's Williams. He didn't see it. And it's cleared right away by Ververgaard. Up the center is Lever. Lever going in. And offside was Gary O'Flaherty on the left wing.
Lever leads all Vancouver scorers since the Canucks entered the league with 135 career goals, has 10 so far this year, and showing a lot of speed early in the going against the Leafs. Picked up an assist on the goal by Ververgaard.
Score is tied. 1-1 as the long shot comes from center. Ververgaard knocked it down. Kearns took the shot, another drive, and Palmateer stopped that. McDonald coming out, tried to set up Sittler and couldn't. Trailing the play, Pellick shoots it in from center ice, and Maniego covers up. Back to the net, Dennis Kearns sliding it ahead near the line. A good move by Lever. Here he comes with O'Flaherty. He stops at the line, and Williams knocked knocked him down. Turnbull too far for Sittler. And it's cleared by Gary Monahan, but not out here. Sittler going in again. Backhand shot. Stopped by Maniego. Williams couldn't catch up to the rebound. He and Graves hit the boards together, and the Canucks shoot it down the ice. Lever looking for the respite. He gets it as the Canucks are called for icing. Into the corner is Snaps. He played it ahead neatly, and the Canucks get it up to Stewart at center. A pass on the wing to Graves, and his shot was deflected neatly by Thompson, and it went up over the glass into the crowd. There's Ralph Stewart, who made that fast break and set up Graves.
Canucks return home after this game and get a few days off. Play again on Wednesday night.
From the draw, Glennie back to the net. Salming has to hurry. Monahan was in first. Now the Leafs clear to Thompson at center ice. Is Thompson going in? And Thompson, as Snaps comes out for Vancouver, straight up to center. Takes a long shot off the boards. Thompson, anticipating that play, got back quickly. And now Glennie. A pass to Boudreau didn't work. A quick shot from the line was deflected away from the net. Ellis took his man out, and Boudreau has the puck in his own zone with Ellis starting away. Thompson got his pass. Here's Thompson from center. Long shot that Maniego moved on quickly and cleared. Now Graves. The pass went behind Stewart, and Salming has some room at center ice as he skates through. Salming near the line. Hard shot. Maniego skate. He did the split. Nearly knocked it in his own net. And went in behind him the other way. The Canucks. Graves starting away to center with Martin. Hit Martin. Weaves up the blue line, then catches up to it with Gillis. Gillis is stopped, and the Leafs shoot it to Thompson at center ice. He poked it the other way. The Leafs are changing on the go as Kearns plays it ahead for Blake. He's in with Martin. Blake takes the shot. Palmateer stopped it on the short side. Very quickly, the Vancouver Canucks move in, get it back to the line, and Kearns lets it go. And the screen shot is stopped. Back for Toronto Maple Leafs is Ferguson. He's coming in with Butler and Thompson. Thompson gets set, and the save was made in front by Michael Hargey, who went down neatly. Cesar Maniego in goal tonight for Vancouver Canucks. The score is tied 1-1. 11:54 remaining in this first period. Michael Hargey coming out from back of his own net, coming to the line at center. Turnbull stopped it. Now Gillis played it back in his own zone. Again, Michael Hargey from center ice. A long shot in off the boards. Butler hustling back, and Butler got there in time. It came right through the crease, though. It hit crazily on the side of the net. Now Ferguson back. He's coming in with Boutet, and look at that glove save by Maniego. He is one of the most acrobatic goaltenders in the league today. Long reach. Grab that one.
On the scoreboard, Bob, Buffalo out in front of Washington 3-1 in the second period. McAdam, Luce, and Gare for the Sabres. Meehan has replied for Washington.
And now Michael Hargey going back of the net. He played it up on the wing for Gillis. Jerry Gillis coming in with Martin. It's Gillis going the other way. Gillis whipped it back in front. Martin is too well covered by Butler. And the Leafs, Johansson out to center with Ferguson. He's onside. Ferguson going in. Johansson was grabbed from behind. And we're getting a hooking penalty. It's the first penalty of the hockey game. And it's against the Vancouver Canucks. Pitt Martin.
Comes the lead power play as Martin is in the box for hooking at 8:56. Toronto third best in the league on the power play with 32 goals on 125 opportunities.
And it's Darryl Sittler, of course, at center ice with McDonald on the left wing. And Williams moved over to the other side for this face-off at any rate, as McDonald has that big shot if Sittler can get the draw. It comes back to Salming. He's on the line with Turnbull. Salming let it go. Had to be quick to stop that low shot. Here's a pass back to Salming again. Into Sittler, and he whipped it on a bad angle, walked by in front of the net. Again, Salming from Turnbull this time. Lines up, doesn't shoot it. Sittler in the circle. He had a leg
who played last night in a 6-1 loss to Cleveland. I thought perhaps Kurtenbach would start Ridley here tonight, but he went with the veteran Maniego. And here's that shot. They hit a couple of legs on the way, and Lanny couldn't put it past the goal stick with about a foot of room there. Heard them play Happy Birthday. That was in honor of Ronnie Ellis, who will be 33 tomorrow, has 12 goals now for his 300th career. Needs 12.
We're waiting for Sittler. He has gone to get a new stick, and here he comes. Darryl Sittler, number 27. Boy, does he put out in every game. Drops it back for McDonald and Turnbull. Turnbull inside the line. Salming gets set. Into Sittler. Takes a look. Score! Great play. Sittler had a look and let it go.
That's his 21st. Wasted no time getting that one. Sittler has 26 points now in his last 15 games. I think Maniego might have been screened a little bit. Even if he wasn't, he didn't have much chance on that one. There's Salming helping to set it up. Over to Sittler. The shot is on its way. Bingo.
And number 2, Ian Turnbull. Time 9:30. Darryl Sittler from Borje Salming and Ian Turnbull. Time 9:30.
The time of the goal, and we're getting another penalty now as they quickly move to the Toronto Maple Leaf zone. And this time it's going to be a Leaf penalty. Williams, I think, for holding. Here's Williams. He doesn't agree, but he's going off.
That'll give us another chance now to look at this play from a broad perspective now as Turnbull and Salming get the assist on Sittler's 21st goal, his 20th power play point.
And here at 9:43, Williams is off for holding. Toronto 2, Vancouver 1. Sittler getting that go-ahead goal on a power play. And now it's hammered around the boards, and here's a break. Coming out is Jones. He has Butler on his right. Butler gets the pass. Oh, it's saved by Maniego. Good play by Jones. Now the power play for Vancouver. Beauregard going to center. Up with O'Flaherty over the line. He backhands it into the corner, and Butler is back. One of the penalty killers. Jones the other up front. Salming back there trying to help out on the boards. Salming took a swing at it. It doesn't come out. Beauregard takes a look. Gives it to Blake. Blake is stopped. Salming jumped at it. Takes it down to center ice. A minute 15 seconds left in the penalty to Williams. The Canucks move it across the Leaf line, but Salming is in control. Takes the shot on the corner boards. Now he's tied up by Lever. Decides to hold it with a skate. Another penalty coming up this time. It'll be against Vancouver. The Leafs are in control, so a delayed call on this one as Palmatier leaves the net, and they have a man on in his place. Here's Salming circling at his own blue line. They're looking for someone open now. They might do something with this. The Leaf net is empty, and they're killing the Leaf penalty. That's what's happening, and it's being done beautifully. Williams has 40 seconds left, and I'll tell you, they can't sound that whistle. The fans are going wild here, appreciating the Leafs hanging on to this puck. Look at him go. It's flipped to the line. Now the whistle will sound, but Williams' penalty is down to 26 seconds. That's a fantastic job.
Right you are, Bob Cole, and it's a credit to the coaching of Roger Nielsen and the alert play of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the crowd appreciated that the instant the Leafs started doing it.
Control of the puck. And as long as they kept it, naturally the play was allowed to continue. And they did a masterful job, as you saw. Finally, they gave up the puck. Williams' penalty is down to 26 seconds. So it's all in favor of Toronto Maple Leafs now. He'll be back on in just 19 seconds now, and then the Leafs will have the man advantage. They're 5 aside now with the Leafs leading 2-1. And Turnbull at center. Stopped at the line by Grisdale. Sittler plays it back in his own zone for Pellick. Pellick looks for Sittler again, is speeding away. Now Williams is back on. The Leafs have another power play, and here he comes again. This is Sittler. And his high shot deflected wide of the net. Turnbull gets sent from the line. Over on the other side. A quick shot by Salming. tipped apparently by Sittler, and it will come outside the blue line. Toronto 2, Vancouver 1. 8:04 remaining. Lever has a minute and 21 seconds remaining in his hooking penalty. Face-off coming up just outside the Vancouver blue line. 8:04 remaining in the first period. Toronto leading it 2-1. Turnbull, number 2, steps across the line, hooked it into the corner. Sittler coming in after it. Snips knocked it off the boards, and it goes to center ice. Again, Turnbull lining up. The Leafs come back and regroup now on the power play. This is McDonald. Sittler swings the other way. McDonald coming up across center, taps it in for Sittler, has to hustle. Back quickly was Monahan. He fell. Now Snips, number 27, looks around, and he puts it right on Sittler. Sittler dances in front of the goal. Gave it to Salming. Look out for this one. Oh, left it off Maniego. Just wide. Grisdale coming from the corner. A pass down to Graves. That's a good play. One man back. He's going in. Graves right in. Scores! A great play by Graves. He waited. Fooled Palmetier. Used the decoy. And it's time.
Well, you're right about using the decoy and using it well. Hilliard Graves, formerly with the Atlanta Flames, makes his move there. You see his teammate racing in. He spins around and drills it low to the corner. 2-2 tie. 4 goals scored already in this first period. That's the first shorthanded goal scored by the Canucks this season. Graves collects it.
Assist number 18, John Grisdale. Time 12:45.
Grisdale is 18. He was moving up with him. He gets an assist on the play, but Graves was the goal scorer.
12:45, the time of the goal. Oh, it's tied. Here's another chance for the Leafs. Right in. Thompson from Boudreau. We're going to get a lot of goals.
Oh, that didn't take long. One of those goaltender's nightmares. As the Leafs come right back, take the lead again, 3-2 on the goal by Thompson. Look how far Maniego was out. Just an empty net in front of Thompson as Boudreau fed it over, and they were all expecting the shot.
Scored by number 12, Errol
14
Thompson.
seconds after the Canucks
Assist
scored, the
number
Leafs go in
19,
front again.
Bruce Boudreau.
13 minutes.
Time 13 minutes even.
That came at the 13-minute mark. Thompson from Boudreau, and it's 3-2 Toronto. Turnbull back of his own net, couldn't clear it out, and they knock the puck loose. Now piling on the boards again. This time they get a whistle, and they'll have a face-off in the lead zone to the right of Palmetier.
We can see it beautifully from this high angle look, Bob. There's Thompson in front. He got his 14th goal of the year from Bruce Boudreau. That's 2 points for Boudreau in this period, and also a point for Salming. That gives him 40. He's the first defenseman to hit 40 points this year. Turnbull moves up. He now has 35 points.
6 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the first period. Toronto 3, Vancouver 2. Now the Leafs starting out again. This is Johansson to center. He was stopped there. Butler hustling back, knocked it away. And Boutet took a shot, stopped up the line by Kearns. Kearns from center ice, backhands it in over the line. The Canucks can't move it in close to the net, though. And now McIlhargey tries it, sliding it off the boards, back of the goal, Palmetier for Turnbull. Lever watching him. Turnbull got away, a neat move on the boards, passed it ahead for Ferguson. At center is Ferguson, trying to go around the defense. Gets in from too sharp an angle and can't shoot it. Now it's Boutet back of the goal. Here's Johansson, working one. That was stopped by Maniego. And Vervegaard comes to center, a long high shot wide of the net. Johansson from the right side for Ferguson. Ferguson's pass for Boutet. Boutet up over the line. He was shouldered out of the play by Good Enough. And back for the Vancouver Canucks, Stewart. Stewart made that move at the blue line, and the wingers went in offside. And as you mentioned at the top of the show, Brian, a lot of them are hurting. Several of the players are fighting off the flu. And Orland Kurtenbach was telling me before the game that it's tough, but that's why they're pros. They play and don't complain, but they're not feeling very sharp. Down on the left side, Thompson Up over the line. Nice move by Thompson. Thompson slides it in front. Boudreau was covered, though. Couldn't get a shot. Boudreau trying to set it up. He was stopped. And it's Stewart coming out to center ice. Just flipped it in off the stick of Glennie. Into the corner goes Glennie. Glennie couldn't find it. And it was stolen quickly by Graves. Graves looking around, but Boudreau stopped this pass coming out with Thompson. Boudreau coming in, Ellis catching up. Here's Boudreau going in with Ellis. And it's broken up and cleared to Stewart again. Down with Graves on the right wing. Graves with the shot. That's deflected a high into the crowd behind the Leaf goal. Dale slides it along the line for Kearns. He took a weak shot. Palmetier stopped it. And now Glennie is coming out. The pass to Ferguson, looking around. Ferguson shoots it in, and here comes Boutet after it. Blake covered all the way. Boutet was knocked down by Blake. Ends up the side of the Vancouver net. Now Blake bringing it back for Vancouver. Up over the line with Pitt Martin. Martin slides it in front of Blake. Scores! A great play by Martin, but I'll tell you, Brian, Rick Blake took very little time in putting that one up high.
He's had 13 goals in his last 10 games. Now you can make it 14 and 11. And he's been playing extremely well for the Canucks, even though they've been undermanned. 2 or 3 of those players have been in top form, and now we have a 3-3 tie with 4:10 to play. Lever over to Blight in the slot. Got it up over the shoulder of Palmer.
Rick Blight. Assist number 7, Pitt Martin. Time 15:50.
15:50, the time of the goal. So it's tied again. Now here's Pitt Martin trying to center it. He left it in the corner, and Ferguson coming out with Butler. Butler couldn't get the pass. Kearns intercepted it beautifully. Palmetier stopped it. Now Glennie. A pass out to Boutet. Boutet gets a long shot, and he will glove that. 3:35 remaining in the period. Score tied, 3-3. At center ice, now at the Leaf line. Turnbull trying to hit through the middle. Here's Williams. Shot is just wide. McDonald chopped it in off the glass. And it's Snips poking it away. Good enough was upended. Lever went after it. Lever on the boards, kicks it back for Snips. Snips turning, a pass. And now Goodenough's long pass to center, and Lever is going in with O'Flaherty. Here's O'Flaherty. His shot grabbed by Palmetier, and he took no chances this time and held it. This first period now. Face off to the right of Palmetier. Trying to put it on the net from the face-off. It hit the side of the goal, and Turnbull has it. Turnbull just looking around. There's Sittler to his left. The pass goes the other way, though. And then through the middle from Mike Pellick. Out of the net, Diego pushed it on the board. Snap slides it ahead for Lever. Lever coming out with Ververgaard, getting his pass at center, in with O'Flaherty. Across the line, a weak shot. Palmetier steered it away with a stick. And Pellick coming back. Play is called. We're getting another penalty. And I think this time Turnbull of the Toronto Maple Leafs is getting the call for holding. Comes at 17:30. Turnbull going off.
Let's see if we can catch it on the replay now, Bob. There's Turnbull tying up the Vancouver player right in front of Palmetier, and obviously he's holding him. 17:30 the time.
Or holding. Time 17:30.
So Turnbull is off at 17:30. Score tied, 3-3. And now Vancouver with the man advantage. The Leafs shoot it away down the ice. Jimmy Jones is on in a penalty-killing role. Rick Blake got away from him. Played it in for Ververgaard in the corner. Slides it back to Blake. And it's broken up by Jones. One man back. He's in with Butler. Jones gets set. Takes the shot. A weak one. Was deflected by Kearns. Butler went after it, though. Back to Jones. He got it near the line, and Ververgaard was there. Ververgaard lost it against Butler, and Butler decides to lug it back in his own zone for Salming and Glennie. Then he feeds it back to the net for Salming. He slapped at it, stopped by Ververgaard. Ververgaard dropped it near the line for Blight. Rolled it into the crease, and Lever's shot was nowhere near the net on the short side. He missed by a couple of feet. Here's Lever again with a drive. Hit Glennie this time, who blocked it. Back it comes to Blight. Good power play now, and a lot of pressure by Vancouver. Here's Kearns into Lever, right in the crease. And Paul Mateer couldn't find it. It comes back to the big circle again, and Butler was right there to clear it down the ice. 50 seconds left in Turnbull's penalty. A minute 15 left in the period. 3-3 the score. At center, Graves going in on the right wing. He got away from Glennie. Rolled it in front. And Pittmark was upended before he could get a shot. Here's Kearns for Blight. Look out for this one. That was stopped by Ferguson. A good play. A minute left in the period. And here's Ferguson shooting it in. Goes in behind Maniego. Blight leaves it there for Kearns. He gets it up to Graves. Graves starting out. Vancouver on the power play. 15 seconds left in Turnbull's penalty. Sliding it in right in front for Gillis. He was covered, and it was cleared down the ice again by the Maple Leafs. 5 seconds left in the Leaf penalty. And here's a chance for Martin coming out with Grisdale. The penalty is over. Grisdale carrying all the way. It was cleared at the line, but not out. Here's Grain sliding a pass in front. Backhand shot by Gillis was a weak one and wide. 20 seconds left in the period. And it's the Leafs coming back, led by Sittler. A long shot in wide of the net. Sittler in after his own rebound with Turnbull. But it's cleared by the Vancouver Canucks. Hilliard Graves at the line. He just dumped it back with 2 seconds left. Grisdale again. And that's the end of the first period. Islanders over Cleveland 1-0 out of town. And right here, the second period underway. Score time. And it's 3 goals apiece. Lever for Vancouver coming out. He's at center ice. Lever up over the line, but that will be offside. Ververgaard was in ahead of the play in the left wing.
Ververgaard got off to a very slow start for the Canucks this season. 3 goals in his first 23 games, starting to look more like his old self now.
Sittler, McDonald, and Williams. They get the draw. Back for Glennie. He's taking his time. The pass to Salming. Up across center ice is Salming, shooting it in for Sittler, who was offside. The shot went through his skates, and he had gone in ahead of it. 30 seconds of the second period as Glennie lets it go wide. Steps in the corner. Pass in front of his own net for Lever. He pushed it away to the right wing. Grisdale just made sure it went down the ice, and coming back quickly is Salming. Salming backhands it around the net for Sittler on the boards. He was covered by O'Flaherty. Now Salming going after it again against Lever. Kicks it away for Williams. Back of the net. The Leafs having some difficulty getting away from their own zone. Stopped at the line by Steps again. And Salming's pass up to center ice. Grisdale takes over. Flipped it on the boards. But now Glennie shoots it up near the line. McDonald couldn't go through, and it's Lever being stopped. Grisdale carries on for Vancouver, spins around outside his own line, then put it right on the stick of Sittler. Here's Williams going in with McDonald. He tried to set up Williams again and couldn't. Snap back to the net. Williams chasing him. Pass up to the middle. O'Flaherty just failed to pick it up. Goes down the ice. It's icing called against Vancouver. Martin with Jerry Gillis and Rick Blank. And this is Blank, number 8. Stopped right away by Boutet, but they managed to get it out to center. Johansson from center ice shoots it in. And Maniego leaves it there for Kearns. Up to center. Pitt Martin spun around and couldn't carry on. Here's Blank bringing it in. Blank takes a shot. It's deflected by Paul Mateer up over the glass to his left.
On the bench, there's Harold Snepps down at the end of the bench. He's a big, strong fellow, very difficult to move off the defense position. Sheldon Canagieser's missing from the Vancouver lineup tonight, as is their top gun, Mike Walton. He hasn't played now in 10 games, suffering from the flu and then bronchitis.
Pitt Martin at center ice for the Vancouver Canucks gets the draw to the line. Had Paul Mateer jump quickly, but it missed the net. Boutet up over center, tapped at it. Vancouver's Gillis winds up at his own line. A pass up over center to Martin. He was covered right away by Johansson. And Ferguson flipped at it. Near center ice, Ferguson took a check on the boards. And it's Blank poking it down to the Leaf line. And Johansson shoots it all the way. Kearns coming out. The right wing pass for Blank. He was stopped. The Leafs have it again. A long shot hit a leg and bounced right back to center ice. Now McIlhargey played it ahead for Blight. He took a weak shot, stopped by Paul Mateer. Johansson back of the goal. It comes up for Butler at center with Ferguson. Ferguson was skated in on the boards by Pitt Martin. Butler carried on, overskates the puck. Butler again, knocked it loose, but it's taken by Snips. Back of the goal for Gillis. Jerry Gillis coming down to center ice for Vancouver. Gillis up over the line, trying to go through. He was sandwiched, and it was taken by Paul Mateer. 3 minutes and 14 seconds of the second period. Score tied 3-3. The Leafs with a draw. Salming nearly got it dangerously in front of his own net. Now coming out is Boudreau at center, up over the line to get to Ellis. He took the shot, and Maniego juggled it. Backed him up in the net when he made the save.
Ronnie Ellis has a deceptively hard shot, and Maniego had to be quick on that one. We all wish Ronnie happy birthday on his 33rd tomorrow. I also hope he gets those 12 goals to hit 300. Ronnie Ellis.
Face off now to the left of Maniego. Comes back to the line. Boudreau gets it handed to him by Salming. Snaps, hammered it on the boards. And Graves tossed it up to center ice. Here's a good break, broken up by Salming up the line. A good poke check. He intercepted the pass beautifully. Graves didn't see it. It goes down into the Leaf zone, and Glennie back at the net. The Leafs starting out. Glennie's pass to Thompson, back to him. Up to center, hit Boudreau on the skate, and cleared in by Sneps again. Ellis upset his man on the wing. Gassoff. Salming, number 21. Coming up for Boudreau over the line to Ellis. Ellis down with Thompson. Ellis closing in. Here's Ellis right in. Rebound put back in front after Boudreau was stopped by Maniego. Ellis was all alone but elected to pass. And the Vancouver Canucks come right back. That quick shot by Gassoff is wide. Risdale keeping it in. Salming has it back to the net. They're changing on the goal as Ellis comes down with Boudreau again. Boudreau up over the line, carries on. Nice play by Boudreau. He centered it, but the Canucks cover up to the side of the goal. Risdale's pass is stopped at center. Now McDonald loses it at center. O'Flaherty comes in. He falls. Salming takes a look, played it ahead for Sittler. It's Sittler coming in. He has McDonald catching up. Here's McDonald. The shot is knocked down by Maniego. Good hard shot by McDonald right on. O'Flaherty back up the ice with Rivergard. Rivergard has to hustle in. Call clear left in for Turnbull. And then McDonald coming out. McDonald is fires center. He's on. Got away from Kearns. Rolled it in front. And Sittler couldn't quite reach it. Here's McDonald coming out with Sittler. And it go off his skate. Back for Vancouver. Great action now. Leisner with a long shot off the stick. And the puck just dribbled in back of the net. He really hit that one. Now Sittler at center. Looks for it with McDonald on the wing. He is stopped by Kearns. Kearns passed it up on the right side. And it's the Vancouver Canucks shooting it deep down in the Toronto zone. Nearing the 6-minute mark of the second period. Score tied. And back of the net for good enough. He couldn't clear it. Ferguson went in after the goaltender. Comes through to Snips. He happened to be right there to clear it. Down to center. It went by Blight all the way. And that's icing against Vancouver.
Salming had 1 assist in that first period. Now has 40 points for the season. Coming into the game tonight, Dennis Potvin was second among defensemen with 36 points. And Turnbull has moved up into third place now with 35, one ahead of Brad Park of the Boston Bruins. There's Mike Pellick, had a pair of assists in the game against Colorado. Was alternately booed and cheered in that game.
They played 6:07 of the second period. And here's Pellick taking a weak shot. It got through everybody, but not Maniego. And he holds it, and they'll do it all over again in the big circle to the left of the Vancouver goal.
Maniego likes to get that big glove down on the ice, and he failed to corral the puck on the first Leaf goal. Now he seems to be holding a little tighter.
Pitt Martin at center ice for Vancouver with Jerry Gillis. Snaps, moves up at the rim of the circle. That flies over the glass. They'll do that again. There's Jerry Gillis, number 21. He's got a great future, they say. Good hockey player. Ferguson for the Toronto Maple Leafs getting the draw. It comes back to Pellick. Pellick's shot again off the glass up high. Boutet went after it. Back to the net. Maniego just slipped it over for good enough. He was stopped. Ferguson got a pass in front. Boutet didn't quite move quickly enough. Jerry Butler now in the corner. He's trying to knock it out, and it goes all the way to center ice where Pellick turns with it. Up for Ferguson. Ferguson over the line. The shot hit a leg and bounces back for Turnbull. Turnbull gave it to Pellick. Back to Turnbull, and Ferguson takes it. Now Turnbull. And Vancouver now checking closely. Shot into the Vancouver zone by Pellick. Maniego stopping. The pass up on the boards is stopped by Boutet. Then he lost it, got it back again, tried to give it to Ferguson. But Martin was there. Vancouver starting to clear it. This is Gillis. A pass ahead, hit the stick of Blank. Palmatier covered it with a stick. It was cleared by Turnbull, not over the line though. Blank missed the pass from McIlhargey, and down the ice it goes. No icing will be called. It was tipped going through, and Kern starts out with Gillis on the left wing. Gillis played it ahead neatly, and on the boards Graves was stopped by Glennie. Vancouver still in control of it though. Ellis couldn't move it out. It comes to the side of the net. Gillis took a swipe at it. Glennie covered on him then as he was falling. It's kept in once again. Glennie for Ellis. Up to center ice. Boudreau for Ellis again. He didn't shoot it. Ellis still looking around. Passed it into the side of the net. Boudreau centered it. Here's Ellis. He can't get it. And it just went away from him at the last second. Now Ellis going the other way from the corner. Ellis set up Boudreau back of the net. He tried to dump it in front again, but failed. Burns couldn't move it out. Glennie kept it in, blocking it at the blue line. Now just Boudreau centering it. Again, they can't move it out. Salming kept it in for Boudreau, but right onto the stick of the Vancouver player, Val Stewart. He just cleared it down the ice, and there is icing. Snaps back of the net for Vancouver. Score tied 3-3. Nearing the 9-minute mark in the second period. Leafs keep it in. McDonald to Sittler a bit behind him. Sittler was moving toward the net. Cleared by Gas off to center. Stewart trying to go around the man. Took a pass in front, stopped by Turnbull. And now the Leafs can't move it out. Snaps had it tipped by Stewart, but Palmatier was up to that. Again, Turnbull shooting it to center ice. Grisdale played it back in. It hit Turnbull. Turnbull up to Sittler. He has a break on the left side. Driving for the net. Stops and fell. It goes right on, and it was tipped out over the line by the Vancouver Canucks. McDonald and Turnbull. Shooting it in again was Turnbull. It bounces in wide of the goal. And the Canucks get it up to Gassoff to center for Lever. Lever turning with Graves going in. Now Graves was knocked down before he could get around Williams. And Palmatier hangs onto it for a face-off in the Leaf zone. Face-off to the left of Palmatier. The score tied 3-3. 10:29 remaining in the second period. Lever against Sittler. The Leafs with a draw. Johansson just tipped it back of the net for Turnbull. He's starting out with Sittler. Back to Turnbull for Johansson. He takes it off the boards at center. On the fly, shoots it in. Sittler moving in quickly to pick it up. Sittler got away from one check, then was stopped by McIlhargey. It's kept in by Turnbull's shot wide in front of the net. Johansson in for Sittler to McDonald. And he blasts one right at Maniego, who covered on the short side. McDonald looked as if he wanted to put it right through the net with that one. Now Now McDonald back in his own zone. Played it up over the line. It's brought back in again. O'Flaherty. And two other Canucks were offside, Lever and Bevergard.
A lot of interest in that.
Now Vancouver will try that lead pass, and Bevergard goes in. He tried to split the defense and was taken out neatly by Williams and Turnbull. Here's McDonald in his own zone with Sittler. Sittler played it back for Johansson. 9:25 remaining in the second period. 3-3 is the score, with Sittler coming out. At the line, Sittler to center, in with McDonald and Williams. And McDonald's shot deflected by Rick Blight up over the glass.
Turnbull goes out for a rest. Close call there as the Leafs moved in 2-on-1, and the puck deflected high into the crowd off the skate of Rick Blight.
9:13 remaining in the period. Score tied 3-3. Face off now to the left of Cesar Maniego. All the scoring in the first period. And it comes back to Solving. He flipped it in front. Boutette's backhander. Weak one wide, but Maniego was going the other way. On the left wing boards, it was cleared out to center by Jerry Gillis. Boutette shoots it in again. The Leafs coming on hard now against Vancouver. Ferguson couldn't stop it. They try it back at center with Solving. A weak pass ahead for Butler. He couldn't move on it. Now Pitt Martin for Vancouver. Pitt Martin comes up near the line, ran into Stonewall Glennie. Then he got it back again. Here's Martin. Shot! Scored! It hit somebody in front of the net, and Paul Matier was helpless to find it.
Right you are. Martin will take the goal no matter how it goes in. He was 34 a few days ago. Came from the Chicago Blackhawks. This followed a good stiff check he took from Brian Glennie, and then he shot. Bounced crazily past Mike Palmatier. Now it's Vancouver 4, Toronto 3. 8:38 to play, second period.
So 11:22 the time of the goal. There it is. Pitt Martin.
Assist number 18, John Grisdale.
For the first time in
and
the
number
game, and the
27,
lead.
Harold Snaps. Time
And the Leafs were
11:22.
coming on, and here they come again with Boutette to center. A long shot. Maniego stopped it, steered it back to the net for Grisdale. Butler went up to check on him, and Maniego had to be careful. Nearly had one deflected in there. Gillis bumped on the boards by Butler. Snaps digs it out though. Here's Snaps going in with Blank. Snaps backhands it through by Solving. And Palmatier steered it away with a stick. Now Butler up to center with Ferguson. Here's Ferguson dropping it back to Butler. He'll shoot it, and he let that one go wide. Boutette on the boards. Number 15 back to Glennie. A weak shot. Maniego covered. Jack McElhargy with Kearns. Kearns takes his pass, hands it back to him. McElhargy comes up over the line to center ice. McElhargy trying to dump it through. Turnbull stopped it, and the Leafs get a chance to clear it. It's Ellis from center. Ellis dropped it ahead. Here's Turnbull. Shot! Rebound! Another shot! And here's Thompson! Oh! Fired that one like a bullet and wide. And Maniego hangs on to the rebound.
Shooting high and wide at Maniego a moment ago, but that followed this goal by Pitt Martin, his 7th of the year, from Grisdale and Snaps at 11:22.
So it's Vancouver 4, Toronto 3 here in the second period with 7:20 remaining. On the draw, Turnbull fired one in wide. Back of the net, Vancouver covering up. McElhargy's pass comes to Kearns. Up at center is Stewart. Stewart played it in on the wing. Graves going in after it, but Thompson, a real speedster, and the Leafs got back very quickly. Now it bounced right in front of the net. Stewart took a shot, and that was stopped by Palmatier. Another shot from the back of the goal came right through the crease. Kearns to the blue line. It was knocked down. The chop at it, and Palmatier stopped Gasoff's golf backhander just in time.
First Maniego, then Palmatier coming in for attention. This was the one that beat him. You could see him start to move to his left, and it fooled him as it changed direction and then popped in behind him.
6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second period. Vancouver have taken the lead in the hockey game 4-3. Face off to the right of Paul Mateer. Stewart got the draw. It's kept in by McElhargy. And back of the net. Turnbull for Toronto Maple Leafs. Comes right in front of the goal. The pass was chopped away, and now Thompson gathering speed at center. Here's Thompson going in with Boudreau. Boudreau back to the net. Looks around. Centered it. And the Canucks covered up and tipped it away from Ellis. Graves, pass on the wing, gets it back to him from Kearns. And Graves comes across center, tries to go all the way himself, but Pelech covered on him. Pelech goes back to the goal. Pelech digging it away, comes out with Boudreau, with Ellis on the wing. The pass to Pelech, the other side. Pelech along the board, stopped by Grisdale in the corner. Boudreau tried to knock at it, but they hold it with their skates, and there's no further play.
In the Islander game, Bob, Trottier has 2 assists tonight. He now has 66 points for the year. As we look at this pretty young lady, Sittler's goal has tied him with Guy Lafleur with 55 points.
The Vancouver Canucks, battling back to tie the Leafs, have now taken the lead 4-3 on Vic Barton's goal. Here's Salming, backhand shot, tipped off his skate, snips, and that will go off his skate. Wide of the net, Sittler in the corner. Sittler gets it loose. Maniego covers up and again hangs on with 5:51 remaining. Now he's set, apparently, adjusting the face mask. Face off to his right. It comes back to Salming. And Maniego made a big save. It was deflected, and Maniego just swooped down with his legs and made the save. Here's Sittler going after it. Sittler bounced on the boards by Grisdale, and the Vancouver Canucks, Vervegaard gets it out to the line at center. Here's Lever coming in with O'Flaherty. He was poke-checked, and offside is called at the Maple Leaf blue line.
Bob, that was almost a carbon copy shot of the one that eluded Mike Palmateer, catching the goalie going one way and the shot being deflected and almost, in this case, going into the net behind him.
5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Vancouver 4, Toronto 3. And Salming, a pass for Glennie up to center ice. Glennie shoots it in on the board. Sneps is coming back first. Sneps cleared it away. On the left side is O'Flaherty coming out with Lever. A pass to Vervegaard, didn't quite reach him. Glennie stopped it with his glove. Now Lever has it. Lever stopped by Glennie. Here's Williams at center, coming in with Sittler. Williams trailing the play, takes the shot. That's blocked. He has it again. Williams to Sittler, and his shot was blocked by Maniego. Kept in by Salming. Sittler going after it along with Sneps. Sneps and Sittler battle for it. Williams comes in to help. It comes to Williams. Williams looking around. Dropped it back for Sittler, but Vancouver covered up and cleared it down the ice. It'll be ice, but the Leafs have the pressure.
Harold Sneps apparently took a stick or a puck and is going off for repairs. May need a stitch or two.
Face off to the left of Maniego. It bounces hit by Maniego to the corner. Good enough, went after it. Stopped quickly by Boutet. He fed it in back of the net. Maniego chopped it the other way. The Leafs keep it in. They have big pressure on Vancouver now. Trying to tie this game again. It's 4-3 Vancouver at the moment as the Canucks get it to center. A pass went by Blake on the other wing. And the Canucks have to come back as Boutet. Valaket now has been used sparingly by Toronto Maple Leafs. Roger Nielsen tonight is up there at center ice. He's number 8 going in after Kearns. Kearns back in the goal, got away from Valaket. Neat pass from Blake on the wing. Blake shoots it in off the corner boards to the right of Paul Mateer, and Johansson takes over. A pass to Valaket coming out with Butler and Boutet. This is Butler carrying. Butler across the line, broken up easily before he can make another move. And Jerry Gillis in through the middle for Blake. Blake coming in. Blake up over the line, handles the puck well, chopped it into the corner. Martin went after, could not catch up to it. Kept in by Grisdale from the other point. Now Blake back of the net from the corner. Blake out to the line. Here's a chance for McElhargy. His shot is knocked down. The goaltender Palmateer is down. And back of the net. Palmateer got back up quickly, but looked to be tied up for a second or two. Now Butler tries a long shot. Butler again. This time wide. Comes all the way to center ice. This is Johansson waiting for Butler to come out. He didn't wait long enough, and Butler is offside with 3:04 remaining in the second period.
Roger Nielsen said at the outset he was worried about the Canucks coming up with a big game here tonight. He has good reason to worry. At Maple Leaf Gardens, the Canucks have a 3-game undefeated streak going for them. The last time they lost here was October 22nd, 1975.
Face off in the center ice area. The Canucks leading by a goal now. Here's the shot into the zone again, and it's called. Lenny flipped it in. But they're offside once more.
Overall, the Leafs have a losing record against the Canucks since they came into the league. Vancouver's won 18, lost only 12, and tied 6 against Toronto.
3 minutes remaining in the second period. Lenny and Salming exchange passes. Lenny carries across center. Tipped it in by Grisdale. Ellis went after it in the corner. Ellis and Boudreau. And it was cleared by Grisdale out to center ice. The Leafs couldn't break it up. Stewart fired it back in. Graves was bumped by Salming. Palmetier gave it to Ellis. Ellis, a long pass going astray. This will be icing. Up over that red line. Grisdale will touch it. Icing against Toronto. 30 seconds remaining in the second period. The Vancouver Canucks 4, the Toronto Maple Leafs 3. And now they're set for the draw to the right of Palmetier. The Vancouver Canucks get it. Quick shot by McElhargy. A weak one was wide. Graves couldn't keep it in. Boudreau flipped it to center. Stewart knocked the high pass down. Stewart lost it to Boudreau. Up in it was Boudreau. The play goes right on. Oh, you'll hear the fans now. They thought maybe a penalty should have been called, and here's Stewart taking advantage. Coming in, faking the shot. Stewart right in front with gas off. Backhand shot did not quite come off. Stewart ran into his check back of the net. Boudreau is on the move again. He was belted once more. They begin to wrap it up now. And it's Salming coming through center with Ellis. Here's Salming. Shoots one. Split save by Maniego. Thompson keeping it in. Or Boudreau coming in front of the net. And he's stopped. Here's Thompson. Oh, off the goalpost. Thompson's backhander. He's come close on 2 occasions in this period. A minute 30 seconds left in the period as the Canucks shoot it down the ice with the Leafs all fired up all of a sudden. Icing now called against Vancouver. 23 seconds remaining in this period as Thompson had his shot stopped. Now coming back is good enough to center. Pellick just knocked it down and cleared it down the ice again. Once more, good enough to center ice. Stopped by Sittler coming in with McDonald. Sittler shoots that hot shot right at Maniego and tested him well. Now there's another long shot. The rebound. McDonald lifted that one too high with Maniego going down. Here's Sittler again. He couldn't center it. The Leafs have tremendous pressure on now. Sittler from the corner centered it in front of the goal. It's cleared by Vancouver down the ice with 40 seconds remaining in the period. Leafs come awfully close. Vancouver 4, Toronto 3, and the Leafs move it up again. McDonald across the line, but it was offside, and it will come back inside the Maple Leaf blue line.
We got a Lanny McDonald fan in the sign painting business. Came awfully close a moment ago.
You're telling me, Brian, he lifted it just a little too high going for that top corner. And Maniego had gone down on the previous shot. Vancouver 4, Toronto 3. This face-off inside the Maple Leaf line. 34 seconds remaining. Puck comes over the line. O'Flaherty gets it back to Grisdale. He shoots a long one in wide of the net. Palmetier stopped it on the rebound off the boards for Turnbull. 20 seconds remaining in the period. Turnbull coming out with Pellick. At center ice is Mike Pellick. Pellick shoots it in. They pour in after it. Sittler is there first, but Grisdale beat him to it. Now Sittler has it to McDonald. Here's another shot. Maniego made a sensational save off Turnbull with 4 seconds left. That will do it. He robbed Turnbull for sure. As the bell goes to end the second period, he gets the draw, too, and played it back to McDonald. At his own line is Johansson. Johansson or Turnbull coming out for the Leafs. Taking his time at center. Sittler with the pass. Snaps, who is stitched up, having been cut in the second period, is back on for Vancouver. And there's Beauregard dumping it in front, but it's Johansson getting it out to Williams at center ice. Moving in with Sittler, back to Williams, right in. His high shot just grazed the goalpost. Sittler picks it in behind the net. Maniego steps out, gives it to Sittler. Sittler rolled it in front. Sittler gets it again. Sittler still fighting. Here's McDonald, shoots goal. I've got to get Darryl Sittler a lot of credit for that McDonald goal.
Yes, indeed. First minute of play in the third period. The Leafs even it up again. And Sittler did a lot of work in that corner. Fed the puck to McDonald. Look where Williams is. Could have passed it with a shot like McDonald's. Why not fire it at Maniego? This one caught the corner. Again. It's in there. 4-4 tie. 19:15 to play, third period. 45 seconds into the period, the Leafs tie it up.
Lenny McDonald. Assist number 27, Darryl Sittler. Time 45 seconds.
What a shot by McDonald, but Sittler, you saw the work he did digging it out, and it's tied again. Here's Boudreau, and he put it right on Maniego. He made the save on the short side, but the Leafs are really pouring it on now.
Crowd still buzzing. Some of them still returning to their seats. They missed the goal by staying a little extra time at the concession stands or wherever. There's the save by Maniego. Sittler now in second place in the scoring race with 21 goals, 35 assists, 56 points.
What a hockey player. Darryl Sittler, number 27 at center ice for Toronto Maple Leafs. Gets the draw again. Shot is wide to the net. Lenny letting it go. Gillis stopped along the boards, gets another chance to move it out. Gillis for Pitt Martin on the wing. McElhargy steps over center, dumped it in by Glennie, and Salming goes behind the net for Toronto. McDonald in the corner, back for Salming. Salming gets set. He'll likely make a play to one side or the other as Pitt Martin is in for checking, and it's Sittler getting the pass. At center ice, he shoots it in. The Leafs pouring after it. Rick Blank back in the net, trying to put it in the mesh. It came loose again. McDonald has it on the board, backhands it into the corner. Williams was covered. Now Blank comes out of his own zone for Vancouver up at center ice. Rick Blank was stopped up the line, and it was dumped away by McDonald. The Canucks are changing on the go. Williams shoots it in for Toronto. Too far for Williams, and Snaps has it. Harold Snaps lost it to Sittler, and Maniego. Sittler, everyone was surprised, and I think probably Sittler more than anyone else.
Oh, you saw two very surprised hockey players. That puck bounced directly out at right angles off the opening at the end of the arena. Maniego didn't expect it. Neither did Darryl Sittler. No goal resulted.
Now the face-off comes back to Thompson. Turnbull gets ready to shoot. It doesn't. Johansson let it go. It's loose in front of the net. Backhand by Ellis is wide. Gassoff couldn't move it out. Back of the net again for Goodenough. Harry Goodenough hit Graves with the pass. Graves shoots it down on the left wing. Gassoff gets it across the line. Rolled it in front. Stewart didn't see the pass. And the Leafs come out again. Here's Turnbull. He was bumped trying to bring it out. And it's Thompson weaving through center ice. Ahead for Boudreau. Didn't come off. They're offside. And it's called at the Vancouver blue line. Here's Snaps racing after it. He's been a standout for Vancouver tonight. Battling all the time. He's on the ice. Glennie, number 24 for Toronto Maple Leafs, back of the goal. Looking around for Ferguson. Didn't quite hit him with the pass. Ferguson at the blue line. The Vancouver Canucks are offside, and it was called. There's Ferguson, number 10, playing at center with Butler and Boutet. Gassoff shoots it in, hit the referee with that high shot. Comes off the boards to center. Snaps tipped it ahead. Backhanded right to Glennie. Glennie moved it twice and then got it out to Boutet, and here's Ferguson racing in. Ferguson shoots. Look out! Ferguson went after the rebound. It was behind Maniego. Another shot. Maniego kicked it out. He's been busy tonight. Shot into the zone by Stewart. And here's Salming now coming out for Toronto. A pass to Boutet on the wing. Ferguson digging in from center. Ferguson will be in first. He centered it. Boutet was covered in front of the net. Now the Canucks trying to move it across the line, and they do. Risdale was jolted, lost his stick. Here's Turnbull. Shoots. And stop. Another shot. Jones on the short side. A lot of excitement around that Vancouver goal. On the boards. Boutet tied up his man, but not well enough. Graves gets it up to center ice. And Salming for Pelech. Here's Pelech, number 20, shooting it in. A high one, went up over everyone. Graves took a swing at it. It comes out and down the ice. And coming back is Jack Valaquette. Score tied 4-4. Nearing the 5-minute mark. O'Flaherty let it go. The rebound. Bierbegaard was tied up and couldn't get a shot on the net. Then he centered it. Turnbull was knocked down. Turnbull got back up quickly enough to clear it across the line. And Jones gave it to Valaquette. Back for Jones. And Maniego has to cover up with Pelech coming in on top of him.
Maniego coming under quite a bombardment tonight. Here's Ferguson racing in after that loose puck, but Maniego steered it to the corner just in time.
Score tied 4-4. Maniego has been quite busy, especially here in the first 4 minutes and 27 seconds of the third period. Here's Turnbull testing him again. He kicks it away. O'Flaherty couldn't move it out. McDonald going back of the net. It's cleared to the big circle to the left of Maniego. Good enough. Trying to move it. Bierbegaard dumped it out to center ice. McDonald left it at his own blue line for Turnbull. Back to McDonald. Here's McDonald on the right wing board. Stick handling away from O'Flaherty. Shoots it into the zone. Sittler is coming after. Good enough. Good enough around the net. Finds the opening to clear it down the ice. It'll be a shot on the net, and it's stopped by Palmatier easily as Johansson swings away. McDonald was not moving and couldn't get that puck straightened away. He was checked right off the bat. Back of the net. Turnbull in front of the goal. Johansson looking around for it. Back for Sittler. He stops at the line, gives it to Turnbull. In for Williams. Williams couldn't control it though. And Gillis shoots it along the boards. Sittler was there. He kicked it away with a skate. It's cleared down the ice by Harold Snaps. Score tied 4-4. Nearing the 6-minute mark of the third period. This is Turnbull for McDonald. He was a little too anxious and offside.
Lanny McDonald skating back, got his 23rd goal from Sittler 45 seconds into this third period to make it Toronto 4, Vancouver 4.
See that Sittler line leave the ice for a while. They've caused some anxious moments for Cesar Maniego and the Vancouver Canucks on that last shift. Back in the Toronto zone for Salming. He stops and waits for Boudreau. Now Boudreau takes his pass, comes out near the blue line at center ice. Boudreau backhands it up over the Vancouver blue line. McBlade is the first one back around the net, hooked it on the boards. It's stopped by Salming. He whipped it in off the boards again for Ellis. He's covered by Kearns. And now Jerry Gillis comes out. Gillis with Blade at center ice looking for the pass. It didn't reach him. It bounced in over the line. That's offside at the Toronto blue line.
Vancouver Canucks always seem to come up with a good rookie. Blight was a year ago, and then Gillis this year. At Bierbegaard, the first one was Dale Talon. Speaks well for their scouting staff and the management of the Vancouver Canucks.
The score is tied 4-4, 13 minutes and 44 seconds left to play. McElhargy shoots it in wide of Palmatier's goal. Salming around his own net. Thompson is warming up for some skating on the other side. Pass went to the left wing though. And it's chopped back in, lifted in by McElhargy. Ellis went back to pick it up. Tried to move it out and did not. Now they get it across the line to center. And back quickly was Pitt Martin. Helped by Kearns. Kearns turning with Martin. The pass was tipped by Thompson. Blight has it though. Blight shoots it into the Toronto zone. Palmatier covering for Salming. At the the 7-minute mark now of the third period. Score tied 4-4. Here at center ice, Boudreau's pass was handed back to him as it was stopped at the line. And now Sneps comes in. He couldn't go around Salming. Salming fell down. Kept in by Martin. Martin around the net, trying to come in front. Trying to jam it in and could not. It comes in front again. Now Grisdale let it go. Screen shot is ripped wide of the goal. Martin chasing it on the board. Sneps hands it to Martin. Martin's pass was stopped. Now to the side of the goal. They center it. And covering up quickly, the Toronto Maple Leafs, Boreas Salming. Grisdale kept it in. Some pressure applied by Vancouver now. Now finally Boudreau coming now with Thompson. Boudreau shoots. And he whistled it by the open side. Ellis kept it in. Here's Thompson trying to control it. Thompson let it go. And Maniego, very quick, did the splits and cleared it with a stick. Grisdale coming out for the Vancouver Canucks at center with Blank. He's going up across the line. This is Grisdale spinning around, stopping. Shoots it in back of the net. Johansson moved on it. And Johansson now for Turnbull. Back for Johansson. Both teams changing on the go. A torrid pace now in this third period. Johansson was dumped heavily at center by Graves. Vancouver trying to move it out. Gassoff upended on the wing by Butler. Ferguson went in to help. Ferguson kicked it loose as he lost his stick. Butler still fighting for it. It goes into Ferguson. Back to Butler. Butler centered it in front of the goal. Duquette was covered and couldn't get a shot. And the Canucks, Graves coming out to center ice. Coming up to the 9-minute mark. 4-4 is the score. Gassoff was knocked down as he tried to go in. And now back to the net for Turnbull. Turnbull taking a good long look. Leaves it for Johansson. Back to Turnbull. At center, Turnbull weaved away from Stewart. Up over the line, Turnbull lost control of it. And they keep it in. Butler slapped it in front for Ferguson. His shot hit Maniego, made the save. And it's cleared down the ice by the Vancouver Canucks. No icing will be called. And they just can't seem to get a whistle. The teams are changing for the second time as the play goes on. Coming up to the halfway mark of the period, and it's tied 4-4. This is Blue 10 for Sittler. His shot was stopped. Sneps out to Graves. Sittler took it from him. Sittler coming in now on a sharp angle, driving for the net. Around the net he goes. Sittler still after it. Sittler gets it over to McDonald in the corner. McDonald knocked it on the boards. Then he kept it in for Sittler. Back of the net, he centered it. Maniego covers up, and finally they get a whistle. The top brass of the Toronto Maple Leafs looking on. Clancy, Ballard, and Gregory from left to right. And their team in a 4-4 deadlock. As Lever comes to center, a weak pass ahead. McDonald scooped it up. McDonald gets away from that check thrown by Lever. In with Sittler, the high shot deflected up over the glass, and another souvenir.
Well, they went at a tremendous pace there for a stretch of 3 or 4 minutes at least. Darryl Sittler has averaged 32 goals a season for the 7 years of his career. 69 points a season is his average. He's had seasons of 29, 28, 36, 41, 38, and 21 already this year.
There's Sittler in for checking again. He was fooled by Sneps. McDonald lost it against Sneps, and he's coming out. Sneps played it ahead. O'Flaherty shot it into the lead zone, and Glennie was back very quickly. Glennie from the corner. Pass out, tipped up the line. McDonald nearly got a break from center ice. O'Flaherty shoots it in again for the Canucks. Vancouver once more changing as the play goes on, and Valaquette coming out with Salming, and Sittler has his pass. Here's Sittler with some room. Puts the shot right on, and Maniego stopped the shot from Sittler. Minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the game. Toronto 4, Vancouver 4. Here's Salming shooting. That one off the arm of Maniego, off the glass. McDonald ran into Kearns, back of the goal. Sittler up the side, trying to center it. He was covered too well by Good Enough. Once again, Valaquette backhands it behind the goal. Now Sittler put it right on McIlhargey's stick. McIlhargey after Sittler, and it's McDonald again chopping at it behind the goal. Kearns shoots it on the boards to the line, and now Verbegaard goes to center, playing on the wing for Lever, booking up McDonald, turning with Valaquette and Sittler. The pass hits Sittler on on the skates. And now McElhargy steps across center, shoots it into the Leaf zone with 8:40 remaining in the game. Now the Leafs and the Vancouver Canucks changing as the play goes on. Great pace in this period. Pelech's long bouncing shot into the corner. Williams went in after it along with Pelech behind the net. Sneps broke it up. Sneps takes a look. Laid it ahead on the left wing. And now Rick Plate up over center. Jammed on the brakes inside the line. Dropped it for good enough. In front of the net. Backhand shot. Scrambled for it. Another shot. This time by Gillis. Went wide of the goal. So Vancouver came close. And then the Leafs shot it down the ice. Good enough. Stepping out from behind the net for Rick Plate on the right wing. Coming up to center ice. The pass went the other way for Gillis. It didn't work. And Jones brings it in. Stopped at it. Picked up. Right back to him. Another shot. Maniego. Another shot. Maniego's down. Can't believe it. 3 in a row. And there is goaltending at its best.
Well, Bob, the Leafs seem to be getting their shots in flurries here. Maniego had to get up quickly to block the second one. Now it comes right back to Turnbull, and that one's on its way. Look, 3 in a row, all in the space of about 3 seconds.
That, mister, is goaltending. Cesar Maniego. Up and down, and making the save. Big shots, too. Here's Turnbull's shot. That was stopped up the defense by Kearns. Now back to the net. The Leafs still fight for it. Butler could not come up with it. Gary Gillis tried to move it out and didn't. Johansson kept it in. Another chance right in front. Butler missed the pass from Jones. Bounces back in front, but Blake gets away for Vancouver. He's going down with Gillis. Gillis takes the pass. Tried to go around Johansson right to the goal mouth. Johansson wrestled him to the ice. And Williams speeds right back for Toronto. He's up this center ice. Williams near the line. Over the line now, dropping it for Butler. It's broken up by Grisdale. Butler fights for it, though. Gets a shot away. Bounces into Maniego. He dropped it back of the net. And the Canucks moving out, but not over the line. Here's Turnbull. Maniego stopped that. Having a big game, Cesar Maniego. 4-4 is the score. Gillis faked the shot. Went around Johansson, who got a piece of him on the way. Now right in front of his own net is Turnbull. That always gets the fans a little uneasy. Turnbull up the center ice, waiting for player changes to be made. Decides to hook it in and couldn't quite do it. Good enough, comes out to center. Good enough through center ice with Graves. Not handling the pass. And Vancouver's Harold Sneps takes it at his own blue line against Boudreau. Up to center, Boudreau steals it up the line. Coming in, didn't shoot it. Thompson going for the net. Boudreau shoots. That one went 30 feet in the air up over the glass.
Boudreau's had a strong game for the Leafs tonight.
The score here is 4-4 with 6:15 remaining. Thompson trying to break it and couldn't quite get it by Maniego with a weak backhander. Boudreau back of the net, but it was batted ahead with a glove hand. Thompson to Boudreau, and it was called by the referee. Outside the line it comes.
Thompson had a power play goal in the first period, his 14th. Boudreau had a goal and an assist. 4 penalties in the first period. There have been none since then.
From center, long shot in by Glennie up high. Back of the net, Sneps left it for good enough. Good enough, couldn't move it. Here's Boudreau again. He was bumped this time back there. Now another shot that's stopped by Maniego. Thompson after it for Ellis right in front. He couldn't control it. Ellis still after it though. Backhands it around the net for Boudreau. He centered. He was bumped by good enough. And Maniego covers up. Cesar Maniego getting set for another face-off in the Vancouver zone. It's been all Toronto Maple Leafs in this third period. They've tied the score 4-4 after the Canucks had taken a 4-3 lead. 5:43 remaining in the game. Sittler fights for it on the draw. Back to the net. McElhargy couldn't move it out. Now Valaket shoots it in for Sittler back of the goal. Sittler in control of it. Valaket there with him. Valaket got his pass. Valaket out for Sittler. Went by him. Now Lever tries to poke it away. Gets it up to center ice for Vervegaard going in. His pass meant for O'Flaherty. Didn't work. Turnbull stopping it up the blue line. Coming back is Turnbull. Turnbull uncorks one. That's the highest one for the evening. Away up over the end blues at the top of the building.
Brought freezing rain. Bob Maniego Maniago's had 50 shots in this hockey game. He must be awfully tired, having played last night in Cleveland. Must have stopped a lot there. They lose 6-1. And here he is approaching 39 and probably feeling more like 79 about this stage of the hockey game.
Well, there's Orland Kurtenbach, and he was telling me before the game that he's going to start Maniago tonight because he usually gets up when we need a win, and they do need a win now. Coming off a bad road trip, going home tomorrow. And the worst thing Kurtenbach said about a heavy road schedule like the one they just are finishing, you don't get a chance to practice any day except for light skating workouts. They'll be happy to get back home. Now the Leafs bring it right in again, but it's cleared by Kearns up to center ice. Martin shoots a long one in wide of the Leaf goal, and they're Salming after it. Salming back of the net, whipped it out for Butek. He gets started with Ferguson to center. Coming in with Butler. Butler faked the shot. Butler centered it. Maniago juggled it, and he's got eyes of an eagle tonight.
Chinese community in Vancouver planning a big day for Cesar Maniago. Little mix of nationalities there, Chinese and Italian. There's the shot from the sharp angle, bounces up, and Cesar grabs it.
He's having a whale of a night. Cesar Maniago, as the Leafs do everything to try and win this hockey game. It's 4-4 now with 4 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Now there's the face-off. It comes back to Williams. Williams puts it back to Salming. Into Sittler to Williams. Set up by Sittler and Salming. It went up high, but you know, Brian, it had to come.
Well, it was well controlled inside the zone. The last few weeks, Bob, the Leafs have done well in those face-off circles. It paid off there again as the Tiger. They can't hold him after that one. Drills it in for the go-ahead goal, 5-4. Smart passing play all the way, and a rising shot over the shoulder of the beleaguered Cesar Maniago.
And number 21, Boreas Salming.
Sittler and Salming get the assist.
15-34. Dave Williams from Daryl Sittler.
34. The time of the go-ahead goal for Toronto.
34.
Here it is again. They passed it around, and finally they sprung Williams loose in front of the net. And again, Sittler was a big man on the goal as he set it up beautifully, spotting Williams in front of the net. He hit him with a dandy pass, and Williams put it up high. 5-4. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. The Canucks try to fight back now. Schneps shooting it in. Turnbull miscue as he hit Blank with the pass. Now Schneps once more for Grisdale coming to center ice. Grisdale up over the line, poked it in for Pitt Martin, but Martin was offside. Here's a guy who's had a bit of a respite in this third period, especially Mike Palmatier, doing some calisthenics a moment ago, trying to stay loose. Schneps testing him, and he clubbed that easily enough. Dropped it behind the net. 3:50 remaining in the hockey game. Here's Ferguson on a break. Ferguson going in, tries to beat the defenseman. Schneps goal! Great goal by Ferguson. Well, I'll tell you, he's been playing a hard game tonight. He drove down that wing, and Schneps has been tough to beat. He forced his way around him, and look at that. Up top again, Maniago trying to cover on the short side. And you'll see what Maniago saw as Ferguson barreled right in on top of him, took it from the backhand and slipped it up over him. A little insurance for the Maple Leafs. It's 6-4 again.
And Ian Turnbull. Time 16.
You see Maniago trying to reach out and knock it away with a stick, but Ferguson outguessed him. And at 16-13, gets his fourth and the sixth in this game for the Maple Leafs at 6-4. With 3:40 remaining in the game. The Leafs just kept up the pressure and hammered away at the armor of Cesar Maniago. They've been rewarded. Now Stewart shoots one in for Vancouver. Graves racing in. Palmatier out of the net. Ellis was covered. Here's Salming upended. Play goes on. The Leafs go up to center. Ellis going in. Ellis gets set. Difficult angle. Can't shoot it from there. Ronnie Ellis around the net. Out for Salming. He takes it on the backhand, then turns and shoots it wide. Vancouver's Graves coming up to center. Hilliard Graves in on the right wing. Dropped it back. He fell. And then Salming just hooked it away. A long shot by Kearns. Hit Ellis, but he's too tired. He was hurt on that shot and couldn't move after it. Ellis still on the ice, though. He swings around with Boudreau bringing it in. Boudreau, beautiful stick handling, was upended, and a penalty is coming up against the Canucks. Good enough is going to get a tripping penalty, but some fine stick handling. Boudreau has had a big game for Toronto tonight. Good enough going off. A tripping penalty. Watch the stick handling. He moved twice, appeared to be through, but good enough got the stick down. He's number 28.
Very good enough for tripping.
And he hooked the Leaf player to the ice. So he's off for tripping. The time 17:20. No, but isn't bad enough. The Leafs take a 2-goal lead. Now they have that power play, and it's been working beautifully tonight. And Sittler comes on with McDonald, Williams, Turnbull, and Pellick. Salming would be out there, but he's just finished a long shift. Here's Turnbull with the puck in control to Pellick. Pellick taking a look, coming toward the center of the blue line. Still looking. Now to Turnbull again. Over on the other side for Sittler. He's looking around. Sittler gets set, might shoot it. No, he doesn't. Gives it to Pellick. He'll give it to Sittler. No shot yet. Sittler still with it. Finally lost it. And Stewart comes up to center ice. Took a long shot wide of the Leaf goal. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the game. Toronto 6, Vancouver 4. And Turnbull with the Leafs on the power play. Easing his way to center ice. In for Sittler, who never seems to want to stop. Sittler going in back of the goal, but Maniego out of the net stopped it. Bridgedale fell against Williams. Now Graves was jolted by McDonald, but carries on, shaking that check. Graves up to center, tried to kill it, but fails. Sittler knocked it away from him. Coming back in is Darryl Sittler. Sittler still in control. Sittler cutting for the net, now stops, gives it to Turnbull. Turnbull will likely shoot it this time, will he? No, he gives it to Pellick. Pellick gets set. They want him to shoot. Here's Sittler. Backhand shot put right on Maniego, and he holds it. Team might pull out a tie. Maniego has been very, very hot, but the Leafs devastating, pouring it on. And here's Ferguson getting set from the edge of the circle, gets it back to Glennie. Glennie over for Salming. Salming gets set. They're resting in front of the goal. A low shot by Salming is wide. It comes in front of the crease again and cleared down the ice by McElhargy. That announcement is welcome news for Cesar Maniego. Less than a minute to go in the game. He's been overworked, to say the least. Boutet is coming in with Ferguson. Boutet shoots. Maniego stopped that with a stick. It's still in there, but now Lever stopped by Salming and couldn't move it out. Snaps chasing back for it with 35 seconds remaining in the game. Salming keeping it in. Trying to kick it in with a skate. He lost his stick. Gets a pass back to Butler. Right to the goal crease. It was chopped wide by Boutet. Now it comes to center ice with 23 seconds remaining. Butler shoots it from there. Maniego handles that one. That's his easiest one tonight. Good enough. Back up to center. A long shot high over the glass. Into the crowd behind the Leaf goal. And only 12 seconds remaining now as you look at Larry Goodenough. Number 28 for the Vancouver Canucks coming back. And now heading for the bench. I think they're all tired tonight. It's been one of those games with few face-offs, especially here in the third period. And at one point, they were changing, I think, 3 different shifts while the play had not yet stopped. That'll wear you down. Jack Valaket got the draw. And It's Gillis shooting it into the Toronto zone. Palmateer stopped it. The countdown has started now. 4 seconds left. Back of the net. Denny handles it. And the bell to end the game. And the Leafs come back strong in the third period. They were leading most of the night by at least 1 goal, but then Vancouver tied it up, went ahead by a goal, and the Leafs had to pull out all the stops to win it, going away 6-4.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's Molson Cup 3 stars as selected by Hockey Night in Canada. The first star, Darryl Sittler. And the second star, Cesar Maniego. And the third star, Bruce Boudreau.